For centuries, the Great Pyramids of Giza have stood as silent sentinels, guarding the secrets of a long-lost civilization. We gaze upon them, humbled by their sheer scale and mathematical perfection. But what if the greatest wonder of ancient Egypt isn't what we see on the surface? What if the true marvel lies hidden, buried deep beneath the desert sands? Imagine a structure so vast, so complex, that it dwarfed the pyramids themselves, a mega-labyrinth, a mother of all temples, containing the entire history and knowledge of a civilization. This isn't science fiction. This is the Labyrinth of Egypt, a place described in detail by the ancient Greek historian Herodotus over 2,000 years ago. He wrote, "I have seen this work, and it is beyond description. For if one should put together and reckon up all the buildings and all the great works produced by the Hellenists, they would prove to be of less effort and expense than this labyrinth." He described a 2-story building with 3,000 rooms, half underground, half above. A sprawling complex of courtyards, colonnades, and hidden passages, all roofed with single, massive stone slabs. For centuries, Herodotus's account was dismissed as a traveler's tall tale, a fantasy. No trace of this colossal structure was ever found. It became a legend, a myth lost to the shifting sands of time. But what if Herodotus was right? We are at Hawara, about 60 miles south of Cairo, the site of the Pyramid of Amenhotep III. This is the location Herodotus identified as the home of the fabled labyrinth. In the late 19th century, the great archaeologist Flinders Petrie excavated here. He found the remains of a vast stone foundation, a plateau of chips 1,000 feet across, evidence of something truly enormous that had once stood here. But the structure itself was gone, likely quarried away over millennia. The mystery, it seemed, had hit a dead end. But what if they were all looking in the wrong place? What if the true labyrinth, the one containing the sacred histories and secrets of the kings, wasn't just a building asterisk beside asterisk a pyramid, but a network asterisk beneath asterisk them all? In 2008, a team of specialists from Belgium and Egypt brought cutting-edge technology to Hawara. They conducted a comprehensive geophysical survey, using ground-penetrating radar to peer deep beneath the surface. What they found was astonishing. The scans revealed strong evidence of a complex grid of walls and chambers buried beneath the sand, an enormous archaeological structure, just as Herodotus had described. The lost labyrinth was real, but this was only the beginning. Modern technology is now revealing a far more profound and widespread mystery. Satellite imagery has unveiled a network of anomalies, straight lines, and geometric patterns crisscrossing the entire Giza Plateau. These features, invisible to the naked eye, suggest a vast, interconnected system lying beneath the pyramids and the Sphinx. It hints at a subterranean world we are only now beginning to comprehend. Let's look at the known facts. We know there are shafts and tunnels under the Giza Plateau. The so-called Osiris shaft descends over 100 feet into the bedrock, leading to a flooded chamber containing a sarcophagus submerged in water. Officially, it's dated to a later period, but could it be a gateway into a much older, much larger system? Then there are the mysterious shafts within the Great Pyramid itself. The star shafts, which point towards specific constellations, were explored by robotic cameras, revealing sealed doors deep inside the monument. What lies behind them? Why were they so carefully concealed? This is where we enter the realm of speculation, guided by researchers like Graham Hancock. He proposes that the pyramids and the Sphinx may be far older than mainstream Egyptology suggests. He argues they are part of a legacy, a message left by a highly advanced, lost civilization of prehistory. Could this labyrinth be the key to it all? Imagine a subterranean network connecting all the major sites, a massive archive, a library of stone, built to withstand a global cataclysm and preserve knowledge for future generations. Not just a series of tombs, but a functional machine, a repository of wisdom. Let's visualize what these radar scans and ancient texts are telling us. Picture descending into the earth, not into a cramped tomb, but into colossal corridors carved from living rock. Passages so wide that chariots could pass, chambers that open into vast halls supported by forests of pillars, a city beneath the earth. 3D animations based on the geophysical data begin to paint a picture. We see a grid-like structure, a maze of tunnels and rooms, intricately laid out. The scale is breathtaking, far exceeding any known underground construction of the ancient world. The data suggests multiple levels, descending deeper and deeper into the bedrock. Could this be the Hall of Records that the famous psychic Edgar Cayce prophesied would be found near the Sphinx? A chamber containing the full history of humanity, the story of Atlantis, and technologies that could change our world. For decades, this idea was relegated to the fringe. But now, with satellite scans and ground-penetrating radar confirming a massive underground complex exists, these once fanciful ideas demand a second look. The official story is that this underground world is just a collection of unrelated tombs, quarries, and natural fissures. But that explanation seems increasingly inadequate. The evidence for a deliberate, large-scale, and interconnected design is mounting. The geometric precision seen from space, the sheer scale of the Hawara complex, the strange shafts and doors within the pyramids themselves, they all point to a single, unifying secret. What was its purpose? Was it a massive necropolis, as Herodotus believed, housing the tombs of the 12 founding kings? Or was it something more? A center for initiation, where ancient priests guarded sacred knowledge, a scientific observatory charting the cycles of the cosmos? Or was it a survival vault, designed by a prescient civilization to safeguard their legacy from a predicted catastrophe? The mystery of how the pyramids were built has perplexed us for millennia. How did a Bronze Age culture quarry, transport, and lift millions of multi-ton blocks with such perfect precision? Perhaps the answer lies not above ground, but below. Perhaps this subterranean world holds the tools, the plans, or even the energy source that made the impossible possible. The Egyptian authorities have been hesitant to allow further, more invasive exploration. The initial findings from the 2008 scan were made public, but a comprehensive report has been suppressed, and further work at the site has been limited. Why the secrecy? Are they protecting a fragile site from treasure hunters? Or are they protecting the world from a truth it is not yet ready to face? The story of the Labyrinth is a puzzle with pieces scattered across thousands of years. From the writings of Herodotus to the robotic cameras of the 21st century, each new discovery, each new technological scan, adds another piece to the board. We are standing at a precipice, peering into an abyss of history that could rewrite everything we think we know about our own past. The Great Pyramids may be the final lock, the Labyrinth the key, and deep within its chambers, the answers to humanity's oldest questions may be waiting. The evidence is there, hidden in plain sight and buried deep beneath the sand. A lost world is calling to us from the darkness. What really lies beneath the pyramids of Egypt?